Hello civil engineers, welcome back to the lecture. So in this we have another method which is very similar, but again, first what we'll do, we'll find the cement volume in cubic meter. So 1.54, I did not explain you from where it is coming, I'll explain you now. Okay, so 1.54, we'll divide it by the ratio, whatever ratio they may give, M15, M20, M25, whatever may be the ratio, whatever 1.54, you divide it by the ratio of that. Okay, now to find the number of bag, whatever answer you get here, that is the cement volume in cubic meter, you multiply this by 1440 divided by 50, which will come out to be 29. Or you can even do whatever answer you get, cement volume you divide it by 0.035, because this is a volume of one bag. Total volume divided by volume of one bag will give me the number of bag. Very simple. To find the sand quantity, whatever cement volume in cubic meter you have got, no, that you multiply by the sand ratio. Okay, and then you multiply this by 35.31, you'll get the answer in cubic feet for sand. Similarly, for the coarse aggregate, whatever answer you get, that is cement volume in cubic meter, you multiply this by aggregate ratio, that is the last ratio, and then you multiply this by 35.31. Again, you are going to get the coarse aggregate in the CFT. Got it, no? So very similar. First and second method, there is no changes. Only the thing is here what we did, we directly take the cement and multiply this by 29 or 35.31. But here, what we have done is we have kept cement volume in cubic meter, and this answer, if we have, the calculation for the sand and aggregate will be easy. Got it, right? Now, with the help of the first logic, with the help of the first problem, we'll prepare our Excel sheet. Now, the big question is that why I have taken 1.54. See, whatever concrete we prepare, I'll write here. So, see, whatever concrete we prepare, that is a wet state, right? So, whatever concrete, suppose if I prepared a concrete, it is in a wet state, right? It is in a wet state. Okay, but the cement, this cement, sand, and aggregate what we take initially to prepare the concrete, all these people are in dry state. I'll write this, they are in dry state. Dry means there is no water in that dry state. Okay, always remember, whenever you convert wet into dry, your volume is going to increase. Okay, whenever you are converting something from wet into dry, your volume is going to increase, right? So what we are doing, we want to find the cement, sand, and aggregate from the concrete quantity, that is from the wet. We are trying to find the dry state. So that is why it has been seen, people have done a lot of research in the past, and they have seen that whenever you try to convert, or whenever you convert wet into dry state, okay, wet into dry state, almost 54% of the volume is going to 54% of volume is going to increase. Okay, 54% of the volume is going to get increased. So that is why we consider this increase in the volume. Okay, that is why I take 1.54. 1.54 means 54%. 54% of volume has increased, so we are writing 1.54. Now few people take 1.55 also. So again, when they did this research, they have found that the volume is going to increase from 54 to 57 percentage. Okay, few people take 1.57, few people take 1.55, few people take 1.54. You can take anything, there won't be any changes. You understood the concept? When you convert your wet into the dry, the volume is going to increase. So that is why what will happen, we are taking 54% increase in the volume. Okay, it's similar, like let us say I want to prepare one this thing, what is that, chapati batter. If I write it here, if I want to chapati batter. Okay, so first what we do, we take maida, right? We take maida, or let us say wheat. Okay, whatever, wheat or maida. So how it will be, it will be in the powder form. So it will be in the powder form. The moment you add water, so what will happen, initially when you're taken a powder, it was something like this. Let us consider you took this powder. Okay, I'll do it like this. Okay, yeah, initially when you took, your powder was of this diameter, let us say. Okay, wait, you took powder, this was how it is. Okay, if you want, I'll draw one container also. Let us say in a container, one container, you took this chapati, you took maida or wheat, and this was the volume of that. The moment you added water to that, the moment you added water to that, what has happened, this entire particles what you had, no, the volume decreased. The volume decreased, and finally you got a batter of something this much. You're getting my point. What I'm trying to tell is, initially the dry volume will always be more in comparison to the wet volume. So concrete is actually wet in state. But I want the cement sand aggregate calculation I do in the dry state. So there will be 54% increase in the volume. That is the reason we add 1.54. Got it? No, you understood this example. If you still don't understand, go to your kitchen, take maida or wheat, take around 1 kg of maida, and then you add water to that, and then you knead it. After some time, your volume is going to get decreased. Got it? That is how it is. But why the volume is getting decreased? Because from dry to wet you're doing, but concrete is our wet. So from wet to dry when I do, it will be increased by 54%. Got it? No? Simple. Now we'll go back. So what I'll do, I'll prepare a beautiful Excel sheet now. You also can prepare. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll write in this way. This is for the cement. This is for the sand. This is for the aggregate. Okay. This is for the ratio I want to add. I'll do it in this way. Okay. Okay. Uh, I'll write concrete ratio. Concrete ratio. Okay. I'll write concrete grade. Okay. Concrete grade. I want to prepare for M20. Okay. Good. So in that, I'll write this will be for the cement. This will be for the sand. This will be for the aggregate. So I'll go and say merge center. And you write the ratio is 1:2. So first it was 1, isn't it? 1. Then it was 2. And it was 4. Okay. First I'll do for M15. Then I'll go for the other one. Or I'll write concrete grade. That is enough. Okay. Fine. So fine. So the ratio I have written. So once you write a ratio, next you require this part. This I'll use for cement. This I'll use for sand. This I'll use for aggregate. Okay. And this I'll use for water. And say merge at center. And now you write here. Cement, cement, sand, aggregate, aggregate, and then water. Okay. Fine. So again, what we can do, you merge at center in this way. Try to merge it. And try to merge it. Okay. And then here I'll write total volume. This portion I'll use for total volume. Okay. And I'll write here. This portion I'll write volume. Total volume. Okay. Fine. Let us, for example, I'm going for 1 cubic meter. Now let me make it good. I'll bring it center, make it bold, and it should look nice. Okay. 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 Fine. Okay. Fine. So first we'll find with the cement quantity. Okay. So first what I'll do, I'll give plus sign. I'll say 1.54. Okay. Plus sign. Plus sign. Open the bracket. Okay. So it will be 1.54 is a conversion factor. Multiply by volume of this thing. What is that? Cement ratio. That is 1. Multiply by volume. That is 1. Then you close the bracket. Okay. And then you click on the divide sign. Open the bracket. What is the ratio? The ratio is 1 plus 2 plus 4. And then close the bracket. And now whatever answer you get, no, you can multiply this by 0.034. We know that, right? 0.0347. Got it? So how much I got? 6.34. This is a cement bag. So you can come here. You can decrease this to 6.34. Cement, you can write in bracket. It is for the bags. Okay, great. Now, once the cement is done, next we'll go for the sand. So again, for the sand, again, what you'll do? Plus, open the bracket. Next, what you'll do? 1.54 multiply by volume multiply by, this time you'll take the sand ratio, which is 2. Okay. And close the bracket. Divide, open the bracket, and this ratio, that is 1 plus 2 plus 4, bracket close. and then you multiply this by 35.31, which you are going to get in CFT. If you don't multiply by 35.31, you'll get it in cubic meter, which is not the right way. So 15.534. So this is how it is. Okay, fine. Now for the aggregate. Again, for the aggregate, you have to do the same thing. Open the bracket, 1.54 multiply by how much? This time we'll take the aggregate ratio. Again, you multiply by volume. Okay, close the bracket, divide, open the bracket. Okay, then again take cement ratio plus sand plus aggregate, close the bracket, and then you multiply by 35.31. Okay, and close the bracket. Finish. That's it. Now water, what I told, water, you assume the ratio. Okay, else okay, we'll do one more here for water cement ratio. I'll make one more column. It will be easy for us. We can change everything later. So I'll write here water cement ratio. Cement ratio. Okay, fine. Let us consider the water cement ratio 0.45. So water cement ratio will be plus what I told. First, you have to take number of bag. You multiply number of bag by water cement ratio. Then you multiply the weight of one bag is 50. You can write 50 here. Okay. Any of that, it will be 142 liters. Now, if you want whatever you are written sand, no, you just come and write here CFT. So it's understood that your values are in CFT. Okay. CFT. So we have done that. Our Excel sheet is ready. Now, if I change any value here, I'll get my answer. So liters. Okay, finish. If you want to decorate it, then you can decorate it. Bring it to the center, make it bold, and change the font of that. So your Excel sheet is ready now. So if any problem is given to you now, you can do everything. Okay, so done. Everything is ready now. Now let us say I'm preparing 1:2:4. That is M15 grade. Volume is for 1 cubic meter, and this is my water cement ratio. I'll bring it to the center now. Okay, fine. Yeah, great. Finish. So what is the manual answer we got? So manually I got 6.38. In the Excel sheet I'm getting 6.34. That is okay. Okay, not an issue. Then after that I got sand as 15.54. Excel sheet I got 15.54. Then again I got 31.07. 31.07. I can reduce this. Okay. And water also I got water I had taken yeah, it is 0.45 I've taken. So here what I taken 0.45, but I took 6.5 here. But in the Excel sheet, they have directly calculated for 6.34. That is why there is a difference. Else, if you want, I'll show it here only. So we have taken 6.5, multiply by water cement ratio, multiply by 50. Yeah, you can see 146.25, and I have written 147 liters here. Okay, not an issue. You can go with this also. Okay, great. Now, one thing we can do. See, cement bag 6.34 and all we never bring. Either you bring 6 bag or either you bring 7 bag. So what you can do, exactly, you can apply the formula of round up, ROUND, round up. Okay, it should be in capital. Round up, open the bracket again. Then you give one comma here and give 0 and close the bracket and enter. So it will take higher value only. Let us consider 7 bags of cement is required. So 157 liters of water is required. Finish. Now I want M20 grade of concrete to be done. I told you to do the assignment. So M20 will be 1:1.5 I'll do, and it is 3. Finish. My answer is ready. So this is for if I want to prepare a M20 grade of concrete of 1:1.5:3 ratio, then I require 9 bag of cement, 14.83 CFT of sand, aggregate is 29.66, water is 202 liters. Now the big magic is the total volume is 1. So this answer you need to remember at any cost. Let us say tomorrow you want to do some 50 cubic meter of M20 grade of concrete. According to that, I require 404 cement bag. I require 741 CFT of sand. I require 1483 CFT of aggregate, and I require almost 9,000 liters of water. Got it? So this is how the Excel sheets has to be prepared. Now, along with that, you can do the costing part also. So what is the costing part? We'll do it here, the costing part. Okay. So directly we'll do the costing part. I'll explain you how it has to be done. So for example, imagine, okay, cement, right? I'll write it here only. Hmm. You can also do that accordingly. Let us consider in the market, the cost of the cement is 400 rupees per bag. Okay. Sand you get 42 rupees for CFT. Aggregate is 50. Water, usually there is no charge, but still let us consider we are going with 3 rupees per liter of the water. Okay. You can add, usually we add 2% of water charges. So I'm taking 3 rupees. That depends from place to place, but you can go with this. Okay. Fine. Now I'll go with the total cost that will incur for if I want to prepare 1 cubic meter of M20 grade of concrete. So how many bag is required? 9 bag, and the cost of one bag is 400 rupees. So I got the cost. You just drag it down. Excel will calculate all the answers. So here it will be 622 rupees. This is in rupees, okay? So this is in rupees. RSL, right? I'll write rupees. Okay. And if you want to add the rupees symbol also, right click, keep your mouse here, right click, go to the format cells. So in the format cell, go to the currency, and in the currency it's rupees, then click on that. So rupees added. Now drag it. Got it? Similarly, I'll do one thing for other students. Okay. For foreign students, you get the answer in dollars. Okay. So for dollars, what I'll do is whatever Indian rupees we get, the conversion factor is 80 rupees for us. So this is $45. So again, right click, format cells, go to the currency. Here the dollar symbol is there. Take a dollar symbol. I'll take with this. I'll enter. Finish and drag it down. Finish. That's it. Got it, no? If you want, you can increase the font of this now. And then you take it. And then you give a shape. Finish. So this is the costing part what we have done. Now what is the total cost that will happen? That also we can write. So total cost. Total material cost. It is only material cost, okay? So total material cost. Okay. So if somebody asks you what will be the total cost that is required for me, if I want to do this, then you can tell them the total material cost. Okay. What you'll do, just add everything. That's it. No? Correct, right? Yeah. That's the total cost that is required. Only the material cost, you divide it by 80. So it will be, yeah, format cells. Yeah. $78 rupees. $78 is required if I want to do all these things. Okay. Great. So that's how it is. That is how you're supposed to prepare the Excel sheet. And now once you have prepared the Excel sheet, now if somebody asks you any grade of concrete, let us say if somebody wants for 1 is to, let us say 1 is to 1 is to 2, which is M25. And let us say he wants a 50 cubic meter of the concrete. Finish. According to that, your cost is ready. How much cement is required, how much sand is required, aggregate is required, water is required. Everything I've done. Indian rupees, it will cost this much. Dollars, it will cost this much. Total, if you want to prepare 50 cubic meter of M25 grade of concrete, and if you want the water cement ratio to be 0.4, do 0.4. According to that, this will change. And now let us say you prepare an Excel sheet like this and keep. Okay. Tomorrow, this rate of the cement is not same in the market. Sometime it will be, let us say it is 300 rupees. The rate will come down. According to that, your cost will come down. Sometimes the rate is, let us say, 420 rupees in the market. According to that, your Excel's answer are going to change. So 42, sometimes the rate of the sand will go to 45. 45. You make a changes here, finish. Sometimes the aggregate rate will go to 55. Water, let us say in your area, you're getting a water for 2 rupees per liter. Finish, you got a cost, right? So in this way, you can do the material estimate. Now your task will be, now I explained you how it has to be done. So keep a template ready with you. Now your task will be, we have done this thing, isn't it? What is that? Estimation we had done initially. So right from the starting, everything we had done. What all things we have done? See, PCC we have done here, 3.750. You find out how much cement, sand and aggregate is required. So this is PCC. Okay, so PCC, the ratio is, remember, the ratio is 1 is to 3 is to 6. Okay, if you want, I'll write it here. Remember, this is PCC. So 1 is to 3 is to 6 ratio. Okay. This is M10 grade. Total PCC quantity. The ratio is 1 is to 3 is to 6. For this, if you want to find the aggregate quantity, I'll do it directly. 1 is to 3 is to 6, right? So directly come to my Excel sheet and input 1 is to 3 is to 6 there. You'll get the total quantity is required. Similarly, here you have found the concrete quantity, which is 33.102. If you want to find how much this thing is required, we'll write over there 33, right? So total concrete quantity is 33.102. Finish. And what was the ratio? It is the M20 grade, so it is 1 is to 1.5 is to 3. 1 is to 1, fine. Finish. You got the answer. And yeah, 33. Yeah. If I want to prepare 33 cubic meter of the concrete of M25 grade in the footing, I require 268 bags of cement, 490 CFT of sand, 981 CFT of aggregate, 5360 liters of water is required, and this much cost will be incurred. Got it? So in this way, you can do the estimation and try to do it for everything. So I explained you. In the same way, you can find for the concrete quantity. For total concrete quantity up to the plinth beam was 4.186 cubic meter. Accordingly, you find the total cement, sand, aggregate, and water required. Can you do it? Yeah. So in this way, try to do it everywhere. I've explained you now. So similarly, here also we had done total plinth beam concrete quantity 10.67. So input 10.67 in your Excel sheet, you'll get the total cement, sand, aggregate required. So in this way, even for the slab also, I've explained you. First floor slab, see here also we see first floor column concrete quantity 6.468 fair, and then after that a roof beam also I had taken the concrete quantity of 11.210. Based on that, you will come to a conclusion. Tomorrow if you want to do your first floor beam concreting, for 11.210, I'll do that 11.210, right? For 11.210, 11.210, how much cement, sand, and aggregate is required? So I require 91 bags of cement. If I'm doing M20 grade, I require 166 CFT of sand. I require 332 CFT of aggregate. 1820 liters of water is required. So this is a cost that will come. Okay. For sand, it will cost this much. For aggregate, it will cost this much. Water, it will cost this much. Total material cost will be roughly 70,000 Indian rupees, or $845. Got it? So that is how the estimation is to be prepared. This is called as material estimation, what we are doing. So try to prepare it and try to do all the calculation what I've explained. So we'll see you back in the next lecture.